Welcome to the David Goad Show. I know that many of you have been challenged by trying to adapt some of the things you've learned about stage presenting into this new world of virtual presenting. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, hey, how do I read a room when there's no room? Right? In a face-to-face presentation, you can see and even sense what's going on in the room. You can see all the body language, the eye contact or lack of it. You can even hear a heavy sigh from the corner and know that you need to make some adjustments in your presentation style or level of engagement. So how do you do that when you're forced into this medium with cameras? And good news is there are a few tips that I can offer to you. So the first thing, of course, is you have to encourage people to get their cameras on and get some light on their face. However you do that, in a nice way, in a direct way, let them know that you want them to be heard, that this is going to be a conversation and not a lecture, and you want everyone to be cameras on and fully present. Now, of course, that gives you the ability, when you start to speak, to go into gallery mode, where you see all little tiles of people's faces, and you may be able to see some eye contact, the people that are framed up well and have some light on their face, like I do right now. And you can see a little bit of the facial expression changes in the eyebrows and the things that would give you a clue. But also you can look for movement. And inside that video frame, sometimes just a little bit of a shift in the chair like this, or someone looking up, or God forbid they do this. Ugh. But just like a lion stalking a herd of antelopes and looking for movement and who's going to break from the herd first, it's one of the cues that maybe someone is thinking, wanting to respond, and not speaking is a chance to call on them. Second thing I do is to poll the group. You just basically have to be more proactive when you're presenting virtually. So reach out and ask, hey everybody, if you're in agreement, can you raise your hand for me? Or, hey, if you can't hear the video, I want you to shake your head like this, right? To look for ways to get visual confirmation that's quick, easy, painless for them, and it gives you some feedback, and you have to reach out and do that. They're not going to do it automatically on their own. The second is to use some of the virtual tools, which are actually pretty cool and things that you can't necessarily do when presenting from the stage. Like press the check mark if you agree. Press the go faster button if you want me to go faster. And I use chat a lot for my polling, because in chat you can ask them for a little more substantial response. So I'd like everybody to write in the chat right now what their preference is for the new proposal. Go ahead, I'll give you a few moments. And then actually pause and give them a moment to think and write, and they'll see, uh-oh, peer pressure, I have to participate because everybody else is typing something, I don't want to be the one that doesn't show up with something. The other thing it tells you is whoever's responses show up first in chat are usually the most engaged people. And I'm always looking for the most engaged people to call on first. So you can poll the group in a few different ways. You can also poll individuals to kind of check the temperature and see how you're doing. So Cindy, can you tell me why that resonates with you so much? Right? And you get someone, you pick someone that you know is already engaged, they give a great response, and then that helps you later when you ask for the people who aren't as engaged. They look at the engaged participant as a model that they should follow. Again, using peer pressure to your advantage. So those are just some of the ways that you can read the room. Of course, look for the eyes if you can get to the eyes. Look for minor movements. Reach out and ask people. Poll the audience in video or using chat. And always check with your engaged people first to set a great example for the ones who are lagging behind or, heaven forbid, multitasking. Those are some ways that you can read the room when there's no room. Read your room virtually and keep at it. Keep learning that skill set. And thank you for watching The David Goad Show.